This is PBA Primetime here in the PBA, the Pokemon Basketball Association. We are in Season 8, we're playing Gen 4 OU, and we're halfway through the season, entering Week 5. I'm your host, Davey, joined by my co-host, Charles. Charles, how are we feeling today?
Hey, Davey, I'm happy to be here. I'm ready to do the PBA Primetime for the inaugural episode.
Yeah, we're really excited, and we do want to give a huge shout-out to our sponsor, Culver's. PBA Primetime is brought to you by Culver's. Culver's, we sell meat, good meat, high-quality Toros burgers, Stantler venison. You heard of our Concretes Vanillux. Is it morally okay? We don't care. We're making money hand over fists, and the investors like it. Culver's. Thank you again, Culver's, for sponsoring PBA Primetime. Let's get into it. Here's the Week 4 recap. Let's talk about some of the matches we saw last week. Fiji and Phoenix. The Fiji Ferrets, the champion from Season 7, entered the Saguaro Sudowoodo's domain and took a kind of an upset. 2-0 in Saguaro's favor with a +8 differential.
That Clefable was nasty.
That Clefable was nasty. Really struggling to find a way to deal with it. It wasn't until Game 2 that Fiji was able to explode on it. But with a +6 Game 1 and then I think a +2 in Game 2, Saguaro looked dominant. Don't see that every day.
It rains in Seattle. We saw Marana take the +1, 2-1 game versus the Seattle Scizor. This was a close one.
This went to Game 3, yeah. And it ended up, like you said, just a +1 differential. It was really that Suicune Game 3 that clutched it out. Jenna struggled to deal with the Calm Mind Suicune, but it was very close.
That Cray Dilly was, you know, if it hit a couple moves.
Yeah, it never got. Yeah, it was fishing for crits. It didn't go its way. And it went in Marana's favor. Marana's, I think, 2-2 now. Pretty impressive for the all-water squad. Offense versus defense. Pasadena went to visit the Atlanta Altaria with a +9 differential, a 2-0 win for Pasadena. I run a great coach, very defensively minded. Luckily, our boys in Pasadena got some swords dances off, got some choice scarfs tricked. We were able to make it happen. But big respect to Iron. It was a good game.
Charge Beam Magnezone? Yeah, we did see Ellicott City take the victory versus Tucson Toros. There was some strategies going on with Magnezone and Magnet Pool and spamming Charge Beams. It didn't really work out, but he still got the dub. 2-0, +6.
Yeah, do you want to speak to the Charge Beam at all?
It was planned, and it worked out. It's just that Glade came in and smacked up Magnezone right after. But the Bronzong went down, and as we saw in Game 2, that Bronzong is a problem.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Really tough to deal with. Not many weaknesses on that thing. Very, very painful to kind of get out of the way. 3 choice scarfs, and this was low-key kind of the game of the week.
Maybe
kinda,
high key.
Yeah, caught us by surprise. You know, Himothy going into this was 1-2. JT 3-0, one of the only undefeated teams remaining in the league, and took his first loss. Himothy with the 2-0 victory with a +2 differential. It was close, and he had 3 choice scarves. Torterra, Zapdos, and I want to say Hitmonlee came in clutch to break through UCF.
Suicide Pact. Athenian went 2-0 versus Pokey and the Tucson Tyrannotars, +6. Tough loss for Pokey. Another loss, but, you know, we'll see if he can get him next week.
Yeah, that was the Destiny Bond Smeargle was able to take out the Snorlax. It was a very exciting moment. Glad that Jenna captured that in this drawing. That was good. So that's our Week 4 recap. A lot of exciting stuff happening around the league. Yeah, just really good stuff. Everybody, it seems, just has killer boxes this season. Everybody's scary to go up against. There's no, like, free wins in the PBA this season. And here's our differentials at the end of Week 4. Here you can see the Saguaro Sudowoodo is the only team remaining in the Indigo League with a 3-1 record, with a +4 differential. Meanwhile, the Advanced League boys, I mean, look at us. Come on. Come on. It's not even free in Advanced League, because Himothy's kind of biting at our ankles right now. He's 2-2, and you know he's hungry. He looked good against UCF. Scary stuff.
Are we sure Advanced League is on the East Coast? I think we might, I don't know, might need a relocation.
Yeah, something's going on. So if the season did end today, we still got 4 weeks left, but if the season did happen to end today, this is what our playoff bracket would look like. We'd see Pasadena versus Marana, Ellicott City against UCF, that'd be a good match. Tucson versus Fiji, that's a good match. Saguaro, these are all good matches, let's be honest. These are all good matches. And people are sleeping on the water team, on the Marana Kaboo Tops, but I don't know. I think if you can't find a way, if they find a way to break through your water checks, then what do? You know what I mean? It's just the floodgates, if you know what I'm saying, will open. All these teams are scared.
I hear that.
All right, let's talk about the injury report. The PBA injury report is brought to you by BYD, the electric car company that's been making waves across the globe. When it comes to power, these rides don't mess around. BYD's electric motors deliver the kind of torque and acceleration that'll make you feel like you're a base 100 with a choice scarf. With battery life that keeps going, you won't be getting stuck between a golem and a hard place without a charge. Now, BYD cars are illegal to buy and own in the United States. I'm not sure why they would sponsor us, but we'll be taking that China money. Here's the injury report. Camerupt, previously part of your team, Charles, out with a groin injury. Do you want to speak to that at all? Do you know what caused that injury? Or?
It's unfortunate to see Camerupt unemployed at the moment, but I wish him well. That's all I have to say.
Jolteon from the Tucson Tyrannotars with a strained wrist. They are questionable this week. Clefable with a back injury because they are him. I mean, you saw them against Fiji.
I did.
Do you want to speak about Piplup, Charles? This was tragic.
Yeah, we saw the video. It was disturbing. I think that's just to move on.
Yeah. And Heracross does currently have double attack because they are burned right now. When asked about the groin injury, Camerup did have this to say. Said that my groin has never felt better. Excited to get reps in with the guys this week in camp. Hoping someone considers picking me up from free agency. No bad blood there from Camerupt. You know, I think they enjoyed the time they spent with Ellicott City. Hopefully another franchise ends up picking them up.
Yeah.
A little awkward there. But that's been our BYD injury report. Thanks again, BYD, for the sponsorship. All right, let's switch gears. Let's talk about poppin' tags. Charles, do you like playing games?
Yeah.
All right, well, this is the game where we take a look at the open pool, and you visit the thrift shop. You got $20 in your pocket. I want you to tell me... Sorry, let me turn Macklemore down. I want you to tell me
Turn him up.
who you would buy if you only got $20 in your pocket. Who are you going for?
Okay, $20 in my pocket. Let's see. I don't want Charizard. Rocks, right?
For sure, for sure.
I don't think I want any of the five. They're just they're cheap. They're not, they're not worth it. So I think I'd have to go 2 10s because you look at the 15. Camerup's up there. I don't want anyone associated with that tier, if I'm being honest. And I don't want Poliwrath because that's your boy.
Okay.
So I think I want Wish Cash because he was in Pokemon Pinball.
Okay.
And I want Golem because I can never have him because of Trade Evolution. So I feel fulfilled. So that's
fair.
what I go with.
All right, that's been poppin' tags. Don't forget about the open pool, guys. There's a lot of awesome Pokemon still out there for you to team build with. Check out that open pool next chance you get. All right, let's talk about this week's matchups. This week's matchups, we got a lot of exciting matches this week. We'll be talking about our game of the week in a little bit. But before we do, oh my goodness. I don't know how I messed up these slides. Let's do Charlie's Challenge really quick, and then we'll get into this week's matchups. So everybody's waiting for it. Charlie's Challenge brought to you in part by Lady Foot Locker. This week's Charlie's Challenge is brought to you by Women's Foot Locker. Climbing a volcano for Fire-type Pokemon, our line of boots has you covered. Diving deep for Remoraid schools, our wet shoes can handle it. Trekking the tall grass, our sneakers can go the distance. Here at the Women's Foot Locker, your family. So let's take a look at something I prepared for you today, Chuck. A tier list of sorts, and I want you to rank these Pokemon. Now, they do fit a special theme. I won't tell you what that theme is. You might be able to piece it together. But where would you rank these Pokemon? So we'll start with Clefable.
So it looks like this is, if I could tell you what this is.
Go ahead. What do you think is the theming?
This is the first Pokemon taken by one person of each team.
These are the first round picks. That's right. These are the first round draft picks from the season.
All right, so right away, we got to put that Jirachi in S tier because I'm playing it this week, and I can't. That's karma. So
that's fair. You got to respect it.
The Clefable, we're gonna put it in A tier because last week's performance was crazy, but
Put
I
in
want to
work.
see more.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to put Gyarados in B tier. We need to see it step up. I mean, we heard all this talk before the season about Gyarados. We need to see him step up after last week was shut down.
That's fair.
Starmie? We've seen other weeks Starmie, but me personally, didn't scare me. I gotta put it in B tier.
Okay. Aerodactyl, where are you going?
I mean, we've seen the Focus Sash set. It didn't do much. He only runs Earthquake on it. That's a C tier.
On to Zapdos.
That's A tier. That's A tier. We saw what it did. I mean, against the water team, complete wreckage. PB doesn't even always bring it, but when he does, it is a threat.
That's fair. Tyranitar.
That's S tier. I'm terrified.
Yeah,
I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
For sure. Breloom.
Now, it's got versatility, right?
Yep.
So, with the Spore, we're going to go with the B tier.
Metagross.
I'm feeling a B tier.
Latias. Oh, you're biased. Where are you putting Latias?
After week 1 would definitely be S. Been a little quieter lately. I think we're going to put it in A tier.
Infernape.
Wrecked me when we played. We're going to have to put it in S tier.
And then Heatran.
And we're also going to put that in the S tier.
Nice. This has been Charlie's challenge. Charlie, thank you for playing today. Honestly, pretty good ratings, all things considered. I think I might not have put Infernape so high, but he's my guy, so I always expect more of him. I think Gyarados has the potential to beat S tier. It's just got to fit in that slot. That's been Charlie's challenge. Yeah, sorry. It does need something. Or Lumberry. Lumberry's so good on sweepers. All right, let's talk about the week's matchups. First one we're going to talk about is Saguaro going up against the Atlanta Altaria. Now, a little bit of history lesson for you. Both the Atlanta Altaria and the Athenian Absols are from Georgia. Both of them made it into the playoffs last season, and both of them were taken out by the Saguaro Sudowoodo. That's why they have the nickname the Georgia Assassin. So they're coming back to Atlanta for seconds. Who you got?
No, I believe I was crazy, and I picked the upset this week.
Let's talk about it. You took Atlanta +2 in this matchup with a +2 Pokemon differential.
Atlanta needs to win.
Atlanta does need a win. They need the W, that's true.
They have the thick box. I don't see a clear answer in Saguaro's box for the Skarmory, so...
Yeah, there's no easy way to break through that Skarmory. That is an honest and a good analysis, in my opinion. Maybe Hidden Power Fire on, like, Roserade or something? I don't really know, though. Flamethrower on Drifloon? But no, I agree with you. There is no clear, like, direction to get past Skarmory, Vaporeon, Umbreon. That is such a crazy defensive core if it's doing what it needs to do. Problem is it's just too passive from what I've seen. So I took Saguaro +6. I think it's gonna, like you said, it's gonna be a very defensive matchup. I think Clefable has the chance to just kind of sit on a lot of Atlanta's Pokemon, and then Breloom's going to be important from Atlanta to try to break through. I think it has the chance to be actually a really close match. We'll see. Alright, I won't speak too much about this one, but this is Democracy Comes to the Dina. We're hosting the Athenian Absols this week. Very excited for this match. Finn's a very talented player. Very good box, too, in my opinion.
The Poliwraths have been on a roll, though, and I believe I took them to take this home pretty convincingly.
You call passing a +9. We'll see.
Well, we know Pasadena likes it safe. If he can get the +6, he's taking the +6. So that's why I picked the higher roll. It's no disrespect to Athenians, but...
For sure, for sure.
Since week 1, we know... I have word that Pasadena, that was a wake-up call. And they've been on a roll ever since, so...
For the viewers, we're talking about Pokemon differential, not game differential. So if anybody's confused, Sigmund, I see you in chat right now. +9 just means Pokemon differential. Alright, the ocean meets the desert. Speaking of Sigmund, hey, the 2-2 Marana Kabutops visit the Tucson Toros. This is a Arizona Juggernaut battle. We see the water types visiting Vinny and his squad. Let's see who we got. Both of us are saying Tucson. Charles, you're saying Tucson +8. You want to speak to that a little bit?
I've game planned for Tucson. They got a scary box. I came out on top when we played, but it really could have gone either way after game 2. I got a few lucky breaks, so You know, Starmie, packing Thunderbolt. It's got speed.
Starmie's gonna be a problem. I agree with you to a degree. I do think Tucson's got, I think, it's gonna be a closer game than +8. I think that Lantern's gonna be essential. Water absorb. Just tanking water moves and just responding with maybe hidden power, grass, and electric moves. It just seems like an easy thing to just throw in against this box. So yeah, I'm taking the Tucson Toros. I think Lantern's essential. Like you said, I think Starmie's important too. And honestly, Hippowdon just to be able to come in and turn off rain, I think that could be really powerful too. The Pokey Butter and Jelly matchup. Tucson Tyrantars against PBJ's Himothy Heracross. I mean, come on.
Yeah, we saw what Himothy did. Himothy is here, you know.
Himothy has arrived. You know, sometimes I've seen Himothy seasons where he doesn't make playoffs. I've seen Himothy seasons where, like, he's locked in. And I think he's... After that match against UCF, I mean, we thought for sure that was a UCF win, right? I mean, Himothy just showed up.
We saw what he's capable of. Everyone hit the league replays, saw after game 1 a 2-0.
Yeah.
They were taking a bet.
Sometimes that's all it takes is just one really good win. You get that feeling. Your boys in the locker room, you know, they want it, right? And I think Himothy, I think they want it.
He flew up in the power rankings, you know.
Absolutely, he definitely did. I'm thinking that Dragonite from Tucson, it's got to show up. It's got to do something. I've seen too many games where it comes in and it either clicks Dragon Dance too late or it stays in on an Ice type attack, it goes out. I think this Dragonite needs to get off a Dragon Dance or two. It's got to be running like Earthquake, Outrage. It's just got to tear things up. It's not big enough impact, but I think into Himothy's box it has a chance.
In my experience when we played,
yeah,
it made an impact, but it wasn't a game changer that it should have been. So
yeah.
we need to see more from it.
From Himothy, I think he's got a lot of players. I think the Houndoom has a chance to actually show up and cause some wreckage. He's got a lot of ghost types in this box. I think Houndoom can tear through Steelix. The two ghost types, it could run a hidden power Ice for the Dragonite. I think Houndoom low-key could be a problem.
Would you expect it to be Scarfed?
After Himothy against UCF, I think anything could be Scarfed, right? That Torterra was Scarfed. I think anything could be Scarfed. Alright, I titled this one Jenna Stomps. And I'll speak to this one, but the Seattle Scizor going to the Ellicott City Emolgas. And yeah, I got Seattle +4. I think that Jirachi... I think Jenna's been kind of playing around with it all season. I think that Jirachi shows up, I think it tears up Ellicott City. But I do think, you know, record-wise, you know, Ellicott City, you'd think, oh yeah, well, they got the better record. I don't know, man. I think Jenna, you know, I think she's been kind of looking at your box. I think she's been taking notes. I'm feeling Jenna. That's all I'm going to say. Any thoughts?
No. I mean, respect your opinion. Yeah, that's all I got to say.
All right, and now on to the game of the week. This is the Pabst Blue Ribbon Hard Coffee game of the week. Pabst Blue Ribbon now in bacon flavor. Yeah, you heard that right. The crisp classic PBR you know and love just teamed up with the smoky, savory taste of bacon. It's like breakfast and beer in a can. Crack one open, you get that easy drinking refreshment, but with a salty bacon-kissed twist that makes every sip feel like home. Perfect for game day, post-game, or any time you want to make your beer taste just like, a little bit more like victory and bacon. Pabst Blue Ribbon Bacon. Glug-a-lug, Charge-a-bug. Thank you, Pabst Blue Ribbon, for sponsoring this game of the week. So we got Fiji in the Fortress, and I'm going to be honest with you. When I was looking at this matchup a couple weeks ago, I was like, oh, this is the juggernauts. They're clashing. This is like a preview of what the finals are going to look like, right? After some recent performances, especially last week, I don't know, man. Fiji 2-2?
We saw a lot of money coming in on Fiji before the season started, and to see this, if he could possibly go down 2-3, that is going to cause a panic.
2-3 would be crazy. Barry with a 2-3 start to the season would be crazy. JT taking the unexpected loss. I think both teams, what's exciting about this match is both teams are in wake-up call mode. They both just took what you would probably think is like an unexpected loss, right? And both of them are in the locker room talking to their guys, getting them pepped up. They know how important this game is, you know what I mean? They don't want to fall to 2 losses, even 3 losses for Fiji, right? So this is essential. And we both took different teams winning it. You got Fiji, I got UCF. I'm still that guy. I think JT might be the next champion of the league. But we'll see.
Mean, if I had to bet today, I would have JT winning it all. It's just seeing Fiji go down 2-3, I gave the slightest edge to Fiji, but
yeah,
I didn't feel good about it. I could have gone either way.
No, it is crazy to imagine Barry going for 1-2 weeks in a row with a loss, but also going to 2-3. That would be insane. I don't know,
You're thinking a 3-gamer as well?
I think a 3-game. I mean, I'd love to see a 3-game between these two. Or it'll be just a really close +1/+1 for JT and a 2-0. I'm not sure. I think the setup sweepers, it looks like you said the similar. I think the setup sweepers are going to be essential. I think if Gyarados is able to get kind of set up a Dragon Dance or 2, throwing out Earthquakes, throwing out Waterfalls, UCF's going to have a hard time breaking through that. But I think Raikou, and like you said, Tyranitar, if he can get Dragon Dances or Calm Minds going, both those Pokemon are dangerous as well. So,
Somebody's dancing.
100%, 100%. So it's going to be a close match. It's going to be Juggernaut Slugfest, and I'm looking forward to watching it. So that's been PBA Primetime, guys. Thanks for watching. Any closing thoughts, Charles?
I'm just happy to be here. Thanks for letting me be a part of PBA Primetime, and I'm excited to see where this goes.
You're too humble, dog. You know this was your idea. It's been fun. Come on. I'm excited to see where this goes as well.
Get some of that sponsorship money, right?
Of course. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. We'll be posting the VOD later on YouTube or somewhere, so you'll be able to watch it there. But we're going to close things out. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Bye-bye.